What's up guys, Izzy from Endless RVing, and in today's video we're going to share with you our 7 biggest RV mistakes and what we learned from them. You're not going to want to miss it. So for those of you who are new to our channel, we invite you to subscribe below. For those of you that are joining us, we thank you. We've been RVing now for about 2 years, and during that time we have made a lot of mistakes, constantly learning what to do. However, we have 7 mistakes that we're going to bring to you today that really stand out on our mind. We're going to tell you what they were and what we did to fix them and what we do so they don't happen again. Mistake number 1, sewer flies. Okay, so if you may have watched some other videos in which I had said, you know, we leave the gray tank open, and sometimes we do that. We never leave the black open. That's for another video, but we like having the endless hot water heater and taking long showers, so you got to leave that gray tank open. But one particular campground we went to, we had the gray tank open and we got sewer flies coming into the motorhome. And if anybody doesn't know what sewer flies are, if you have a septic system, essentially they're flies that live in the septic, and they're actually healthy for the septic. It's good, but they're real pain in the ass when they get into your motorhome. And they were coming up from the faucet, from the sinks, from the traps, and it was like an endless army of flies. Okay, we were zapping them, we couldn't get them out, and after doing some research we figured out we had sewer flies. How do we resolve that now? Well, unfortunately we have to keep the gray tank closed. If we're on full hookups and that sewer hose is in the septic, we keep it closed. If one of us is going to take a shower, we open it up, and then we got to close it again. We may have a way to resolve that later on, and we'll bring a video to you about that. But that's what we do now, and that's going to ensure that you don't get the sewer flies. What do we do to correct that? It's not a big deal. It's not hard to do. Basically, you have to bleach your tanks. Just as you would sanitize your water system, you do quarter cup for every 15 gallons of fluid. So, for example, if you have a 40-gallon tank, you're going to put about a cup of bleach, fill that tank up, leave it in there for about a day or two. That's going to kill everything off. You could also put up some fly paper that'll catch whatever is left over. So we did that method. It cleaned everything out, but you want to make that mistake because it's really annoying. So mistake number 1, sewer flies.
Number 2, broken mirror. How many of you have broken off your side mirror? Well, we did. Luckily it wasn't me, it was Izzy. If I had done it, whoo! So we were driving on I think Route 80, and we came through a toll, very narrow toll booths. And Izzy went through. I was actually I was making something to eat, and all of a sudden and the toll booth 1, Endless RVing 0. So the mirror came right off. Right up here is where it detached. So we had to pull over, cut the wires. We duct taped it just to keep it closed. Took the mirror home with us. We got home, and then the repair process started. We had to order a new mirror. $300 later, we had to get it painted. Luckily, we did it ourselves. If you get it done, it's probably going to cost a lot more money. But we actually going to link a card right up here where we have the motorhome mirror replacement video where we did replace this. It wasn't a super difficult job, and it definitely did save us some money doing it ourselves. But what did we learn from this? Go slow through toll booths. Really important. So many mistakes happen from rushing, and this was definitely one of them. So now every toll booth we take, we go slow. Also, you want to keep in mind is carrying tools are so important. Luckily, we had the tools that we were able to take care of this and just get it to where we could drive and go from the toll booth in there. So carrying tools was really important, and it really helped us out here. So again, if you want to check out that replacement video, the card is above. So number 2 was our broken mirror. Number 3, bay doors flying open when you're driving. So a couple months back, we left a campground. This was before we had our trailer, so I was following behind in my car while Izzy was driving the motorhome. And all of a sudden, I see one of these doors fly open on a busy road. So thank God, we always carry our radios, which we had said in one of our essential items videos is really important, and it did come in handy then. because I think we were in an area that didn't have great cell service. So I was able to call him real quick, pull over, the door just flew open. So he was able to pull over real quickly. We got out and we closed it. So what did we learn from this? You have to check, again, taking your time and checking that everything is always locked and secured. It obviously was unlocked, but it probably wasn't secured tightly. So with many of these doors, you have to slam them really, really hard, all right? And not just, right, like that. You have to give it a good push to make sure it's secured. On top of that, this one doesn't get locked. This is the propane, but every other one of these doors gets locked. How do we know? So this is how I do. Before we leave, I go and check each and every single door. You know, you can manually just do that, or the keyhole has to be to the side. That's how I know. Every single one gets checked before we leave, and surprise, surprise, we haven't had any issues since then. So double check. Number 3, check your bay doors. Number 4 is not checking for proper clearance. So we were at a campground. This was actually probably close to 2 years ago. We had our travel trailer. It didn't happen in this. We've had plenty of other things happen to this, but that was on our trailer. We went to a campground that we didn't realize how many trees, how low the trees were, and we were leaving and really damaged our gutter badly, all right? So that was an expensive mistake. So you have to make sure when you're going to a campground that you know what you're headed into. So now if we're going into a place that may not be, you know, a larger KOA or something like that, we check out pictures online, we'll go to Google Earth or anything like that to make sure to read reviews about what people may have said about clearance for larger rigs. We want to make sure that we're going into a place that we know we're not going to leave with a damaged coach. What we also do, and this is how we fix this now, and as Izzy always like to say, if you're not going to cut it, we're going to cut it for you. So we always carry this 3-piece electric saw with us. When it's put together, it's 14 feet in length. So if we see something that's going to be a problem that we know is going to cause damage to our motorhome, we will gladly become Endless RVing landscapers and cut that for you to avoid any more damage to our home. So we recommend you do the same thing. If you feel that you may be in a place that you're risking damage to your rig, definitely bring one of these. It's saved us a lot of damage after the initial incident. So number 4, checking for clearance.
Guys, I'm back to give you number 5. Number 5 mistake, costly mistake we made was, this was when we had our trailer. I hooked up, was going to pull the trailer out with my truck, and I didn't raise the tongue jack. And here was the problem. Trailer started going forward, tongue jack did not go forward. Tongue jack bent quite severely and made horrible noise, and I quickly realized that I needed to get a new power tongue jack. But that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was getting the twisted jack out. I actually had to use a Sawzall, cut it off, and get it out that way. And what was even better was it was actually at the dealership getting repaired. So it was a whole big thing. Anyway, it was repaired. I was able to get a new power tongue jack for $100. It's very easy to put on, but getting it off was a huge PIA. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Again, take your time. If I would have checked over everything, I wouldn't have overlooked that, but I was in a rush, hooked everything up, didn't check that, and it cost me some time and frustration. So number 5, check your tongue jack before you pull out your trailer. Guys, number 6, and this has happened to many people, and I'm one of them included. Forgetting to close your black tank valve, and then on your next trip you get a surprise. So we were going out trips every weekend, flushed out the black tank, everything was all good, pulled out the gray. What I failed to realize was my black tank was still open, cap was on. Next trip, everything's normal, blah, 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 blah. Go to dump a second time, I'm like, whoa, wait a second, why is this so tight on here? Open it up and boom, you can imagine what happened, all right? Thankfully, we had a hose, we hosed everything out, we bleached everything out, I had gloves on, but I will definitely not forget that experience, and it hasn't happened again. So, very simple, don't rush. When you're done dumping, push everything through. If you have a buddy system, make the second person check your work. Like I said, it hasn't happened again, and I'm sure it won't happen again, but number 6, getting pooped on with your black tank. Don't make that mistake. Number 7, and we're still in the neighborhood of poop, okay? So number 7 happened to us in Savannah, Georgia. We had an 18-hour drive. We were exhausted. We set up in the pitch dark and again brushing, making mistakes. What happened was the sewer door was open, pulled out the sewer hose, hooked it up, and in the pitch dark didn't realize that this wasn't closed. So what happened was I go to close the bay door and crack, sewer door breaks off. Thankfully I was still able to secure it on. Was able to replace the sewer door, $55, but guess what? It doesn't come painted. And I had quoted around a bunch of places to get it painted. I got quoted $300. I wound up doing it myself, and there's a video on that. We'll put the card above. But another mistake for rushing, broken sewer door. Don't let it happen to you. Take your time. If it's dark out, put the light on, double check everything. Number 7, broken sewer door. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. 7 of our screw-ups, and listen, that's a 7 of quite a few, but we only have a couple of minutes to bring these videos to you, okay? So we hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure this happened to you if you're watching it. What are your guys' biggest screw-ups? Put them in the comments below. We love when you share them. We respond to everything. How can you prevent these things? We said it once, we're gonna say it again. Take your time. Double, triple check everything. Most of the stuff can be avoided if you just took an extra 30 seconds and double and triple checked everything. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We invite you to do so. Also give us a thumbs up, share. We also have the Amazon affiliate links we will put below for anything we mention in the videos. And for myself and MJ, we thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the road.